But yeah, you can just
Whatever.
Okay.
So I think the first one's like, what are some of your favorite classes?
Favorite classes at Grossman School of Business? That's a great question. Gosh, I'm trying to think of all the course titles. Well, let me just say that, like, my favorite classes are strongly correlated to my favorite professor, who is Professor Marilyn Lucas.
Yep.
I really like all of the analytical and quantitative aspects of her classes. That's just kind of something that I personally enjoy more than memorizing definitions in like a marketing class or something like that.
Jeez.
Yeah, exactly. So I really liked all of her classes. I had her for 3 semesters in a row. I've taken almost all of her classes. I really like her. I like her teaching style because she's really straightforward about what she expects from you, and her exams I've always felt are really fair, and it's easy to predict what's going to be on the exam because of what she does in class and what's on her review. So there's no tricks. She doesn't try and trick you, but at the same time, the material's like pretty challenging, so you feel like you're
the hard classes.
Yeah, they're hard classes, but like I've always been able to succeed in them, even though they're hard. So like she enables you to succeed in her hard classes, which like I like. That makes me feel good to like get an A, and like, you know, I've taken some crazy classes with her, gotten A's in them, which is pretty cool. She's a good teacher. As far as taking classes with less or more students in them, I prefer less students because it's a more hands-on experience. I think that a lot of people are probably going to say that. I've been in lots of big lecture classes because I'm also I also have a science major, so I'm in really, really large, like 200 level lecture.
Do you think
200.
like the business classes are usually small, like a good size where you can still connect with the professor but know the students that you're working with? Or do you think they could be smaller?
Yeah, I mean, they kind of vary. What are they usually, like 40?
Yeah,
50?
I think it's like 30,
How many people
40.
fit in that classroom? Like 40?
Yeah, I think it's like 50 to 60 is max if everyone's in a chair.
Yeah, I think that those classes allow you to engage in the professor. I like to sit, like, you'll never really find me sitting in, like, the back rows, because I feel like the closer I am to the professor, the more likely I am to engage with them and, like, ask questions, and the more likely they are to engage with me. So a lot of it's about, like, you know, at some point it's on you to, like, have your experience in the class. Like, but it's hard to have it's impossible to have an experience in a large class, like 150 kids or something. But I was in a class with Lucas last semester. I think it was, oh gosh, it was one of her 200 level. It was 270, and we had like 8 kids in it.
Really?
So it was so small, and like, oh my gosh, I loved it because it
I was
just
gonna say, I
felt
would
like
that, yeah.
Oh, and especially with her, it was just like a little like community of
She's so nice.
people, and she was just so nice. And so, I mean, obviously, like 8 kids is not realistic.
Yeah.
But it was awesome to have that experience in the Grossman School of Business. Do I do a lot of group/team projects? Yes, a lot. Too many. I feel like sometimes professors just do group projects to do them. There's not really like a point behind it, but now that I'm like working in the business world in my internship at a consulting firm, like I guess that it has benefited me to work in all those different groups of people.
You're always just working in teams.
Yeah, because now I work in teams like in the job world, and I'm like, oh yeah, I've had practice doing this before, so I guess it gives me good practice for that. Easy to connect with professors and faculty and staff. I'd say the professors are all good communicators. Generally, they're good at responding to emails.
It's like if you go up to their office hours or like outside of office hours, like are they going to help you?
Yeah, I feel like I've never had a professor that is like not helpful. I feel like they all go out of their way to try and help you.
Yeah.
In my experience, for the most part. I've kind of blocked out my first 2 years of college education.
I don't really
because it was so traumatic.
I went to office hours first or second year.
Me either. Do you go to student services? No, I don't go. Not really. What are some things you like about the business school? I like the people and the professors. I feel like the environment, I don't know. I'm kind of upset that like Calkin's all like trashed this year, and it's our senior year, and I feel like so many other schools on campus have such nice, like, beautiful facilities, and I feel like the Calkin one's, like,
Next year, it's going to be probably like the best one.
yeah, it's probably gonna be beautiful next year. So it's just like I'm annoyed that like we don't even have any space to do anything in Calkin right now. I guess we have the upstairs computer lab, but like I feel I don't know. I feel annoyed and like I don't have somewhere to like go and like be a part of like the Grossman community really.
Yeah.
But
In
that's
the
just
basement, like if you ever go through that door, that's like hard hat area.
Did you go through there?
Well, no, it's like you can open it up to see what they're doing, but it's like they're basically doing a mirror image. So there's gonna be like a bunch of classrooms on this side, and on this side, and then in the middle is gonna be like
It's
a
gonna be
lobby
great.
area.
Good
I know,
for them.
right? We're gonna miss it.
So I've never contacted an alumni, although a lot of the people at my current internship are alumni, and I think that, you know, knowing that I'm also a Grossman, I have some Grossman School of Business alumni at my work, and I think that knowing that I'm also like a business school student, like it gave them confidence that I would be a good intern. We're doing good. I'll just experiences. I don't really have anything interesting that stands out. Are you in any club? No, I'm not in any club.
There's not many. I think I've asked like 10 people. Yeah, I don't think anyone said they're in a club yet.
I think maybe I'm in the ski and snowboard club.
All right, yeah. I think everyone is technically.
First impression. I feel like they put on a really good like facade from the outside, but once you're in, I'm not sure if it says. I don't think it really like they do a really good job of portraying themselves as a high level school. I'm just gonna say that. You could put that quote in there. Okay, let me go down to what do you wish you could go back and do? I would say
Any
like
plans for Thanksgiving?
Oh, less. Yes.
Complicated plans.
Oh, really?
We're going out to Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
Feelings.
So, what do I wish I could go back and do? I would definitely use the resources provided to me more often because I'm paying for those resources with my tuition and I don't really feel like I use them to the full potential. Even just like advising and talking to professors and stuff like that. I'm not like a big like office hours person.
Neither am I. That's like one thing I wish I did.
And I wish
just
like
use just use the resources more.
Yeah.
People are there to help.
I wish that I built better relationships with professors, and you have to do that by like going to office hours and stuff like that. Although like Lucas and I have a good relationship, but like she's pretty much the only professor that I have a relationship with. So I would have done that more, and I also would have gone back and done case competitions if I could do it again. So that's my little Grossman synopsis.
Awesome.
I hope it helps you.
Yeah.